In this lesson, we're going to work on this footer. Okay, so I'm assuming that you have gone through some websites and you kind of see a section at the bottom that has got like terms and conditions, our phone numbers, social media icons, and things like that. So I want you to understand a website is built in sections. So this is the first section that has the, or some call it the header. Actually, in fact, it is the header. And then this is the body. Okay, and the bottom part is called the footer. So the footer can be customized in a way that you want. So the first thing is to get rid of powered by Astra theme, and then add some couple of cool stuff that is here in this, what we're going to learn today. Okay, let me just go ahead to WordPress dashboard, and once you are there, go to customize. Okay, once you are at customize, and then on the left section here, you go to footer builder. Okay, you just click on that once. Once you go to footer builder, you are going to notice that there are 3 bars here with the settings that you're seeing right here. Okay, so, and then the copyright here. So what we need to do is to get rid of this first. So you can do that by doing 2 things. Number 1, you can click on this button or move over your mouse and then click on the edit button here. So let me just click on this so that I can go to that element. Once I go to that element, a pop-up is going to come here. And once the pop-up comes, we need to remove powered by Astra theme. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight that on this text, and then I'm going to remove that, and then I'm going to remove that as well. Once I remove that, I'm just going to hit save. Okay, I'm just going to hit save, and if I need to listen website, I'll say by Creative 21. By Creative 21, it's something that I can put here. Okay, let me see. Creative 21. As you can see, in real time, it's actually writing, and then I can just click publish. Now, if I need to add more stuff here, okay, so as you can see above this, I need to add more stuff. Now, if you move your mouse over here, you're going to see that there are plus signs that are actually showing up. So the first part, I need to add the logo. The second part, I need to add maybe this menu. Okay, and then the third part, I need to add our address, our phone numbers, and social icons. Okay, so let me just click on that, the plus sign. Once I click on the plus sign, a pop-up is going to come, which is HTML, and then there is HTML2. I'm just going to say widget 1. I'm just going to click on widget 1. Once I click on widget 1, as you can see, this is the widget. I'm going to click again on this bar. Once I click on that bar, a widget block is going to come, and then I'm going to click on add block, and then I click on that, and then when I click on plus sign again, I need to add an image. Or you can add a quote if you want, and then I'm just going to click. I need to add a logo that I've already added onto the website, and then I'm just going to click on that, and the logo has actually appeared. Again, I can reduce the size if I want to. Okay, and then it's going to be much smaller because it's actually on the footer. Okay, I can also add text here, and then I add a paragraph. Once I add a paragraph, I can say best place to learn website design. As you can see, now it's actually added. And the second thing that I'm going to do now is to head over to this place, and what I'm going to do is I am going to the plus sign that is next to the widget. I am going to click on that again, and I can add footer menu. Okay, I can add footer menu, and then on the footer menu we have got about us and home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. Okay, once I click on that, there is some options that I can do here, I can actually click on stack. So if I click on stack, it simply means that it's going to have like from the top to the bottom. Okay, that's basically how you add the footer menu there. The reason why you're seeing about us and home is simply because it's what you have set up when you're actually creating your menu that time. So here I can actually choose to configure the menu, and then I can say here on the footer here I need to have the main menu so that it matches what's on the top here. So once I do that, as you can see, what's on the top here is going to show up here. And what I can do is that I can go back again. If I go back again, and no, I've already passed what I needed to, the stage that I needed to go to. So I'm going to click on footer builder again, and I'm going to click on the footer. And then what I need to do is to go to inline, and then I need to click stack again. And then as you can see, it is actually changed. Okay. And then if you want to add a label right at top here, you can just put a text to and then call it navigation. Okay, let me just do that for you. If I can just click here. Okay, and I can have HTML. Let me see if I can have HTML here. And then HTML insert text there. I'm going to click on this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select navigation. I'll say navigation, or some people prefer to say menu. Once I say navigation, as you can see, it's at the bottom. What I'm just going to do is to click and hold this HTML button and then move it next to the footer. And then this is going to do an exchange. Okay. And then the last part that I need to do is to add an address and then social icons. So I'm just going to add HTML2. That's the first thing that I'm going to add. And then the next thing that I'm going to add is the social icons. So on the HTML2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this button, and then a pop-up is going to come up of the widget. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say address 20 Jane Street, I'd say Zimbabwe. Okay, and if I need to add phone number, I say now 0000000. And then if I need to add email address, I'm going to say email, and then I'm going to say now it's hello at creative21.co.zw. Okay, so now I have this as my footer, and as you can see, it's not really formatted properly because you may want to have phone number at the bottom and then the email so that it can be in new line. So what you can do, there are several ways you can actually do that. The first way is probably, let's see if this works, is to put bullets. If you want numbering, these are bullets, is to put bullets. As you can see, when I put bullets here, it has been arranged in order. But again, Zimbabwe must not have a dot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this and remove these dots. And what I want you to do is where it says visual and where it says text, you go to where it says text. Okay, and then I want you to put a code. Okay, a code that you write. Okay, a code that you write. You don't have to click here. Let me just remove this. Okay, so when you go to text, you've gone into a little bit of programming, and I'm just to break this so that the icons don't open. So what you have to do is to put this bracket, that bracket, and then you put BR, and then you put the closing bracket. Let me just zoom in so that you can see what I've added there. Okay, do you see these two that I've just added? It will do the magic. Let me just show you what happens. As you can see, just because I've added BR here, it simply means that the phone number has actually gone down. And what we need to separate the email so that it can actually also go down. So I'm going to go after these zeros, and then I'm going to go and put BR. Okay, the phone number is actually, email is at the bottom, and we need Zimbabwe to go down as well. So what I'm going to go is I'm going to go to street and then put in BR. What I then see now is that I have things that I want arranged in that order. If you go to the visual part, you are not going to see the BRs. The reason why you're seeing the BRs is because it's a code that we have actually added. It's communicating with the website, and just because it's communicating with the website, it's actually it's not visible because it's a code. Again, if you go to the visual and then you put your BR, you are going to see your BR here. Okay, so make sure you go to the text option. So I'm just going to click undo, and then if I do that, it's going to I'd actually broken the text that I done. So I'm just going to add BRs again. I'm just going to add that here, I add that here, I add that here, and we have the layout that we want. Now, in terms of adding socials, I'm going to click on social. Again, I need to click on social so that the options for social actually come up. And then what I can do is I can click this arrow, and then the URL, I need to put the URL for Facebook. If you have a Facebook page, you can just put a Facebook page right there. And then if you need to have Twitter, you can just do the same, but I'm just going to cancel this and then put in, this should be X, ne? Not Twitter. X, where is X? Let me say Twitter. I need to look for the logo for Twitter actually. Twitter, there's the X button, and then the X button is going to appear here. Once it appears, you can put the URL, https and then twitter.com. Again, you can add another icon that you want. If you need to add YouTube, LinkedIn, anything that you want, and then once you're done, you just hit on publish. Now, once you hit on publish, let me just show you something that has just happened. So as you can see, the text that we had added that time is gone. It's simply because we made an error to put HTML2 to add this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that again, and then here we can put a widget. Okay, that's the widget 2. I'm going to click on the widget. Once I click on the widget, now I can click to add a block, and then the block that I need to add is a paragraph. And then if it's a paragraph, I would say now best place to learn WordPress website, and then I've just hit, there we have it, and then I just hit publish. Now if we go back to our website, if we refresh this, I'm gonna refresh, you notice that we have successfully added the footer. Clap hands for yourself. And I'm just going to show you some real cool stuff that you can do here if you want. If you want, you can actually move your mouse here on this icon, or click on this gear icon on the block, on this block. Okay, and then say if you need to have a background that is dark or a different background, I can just go, no, I need to go, no, stack is fine, and then I go to design. Once I go to design, I go to background color. Let's say I want it to be, can I make it blue? Can I make it gray? I need to put a color that is visible. And then again, I can click on refresh, publish. I come here to our website, I click on publish. I need to see what is going to happen to the background. And then I click that. You notice that the background is going to become gray. And if I also let's see here, if I need to change the color, again, for the bottom part, I can actually do that. So you can play around with this. Okay, you can play around with this and do things according to your preferences, but understanding the basics now is very key to what we need to do. And I kind of feel this is kind of small. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the logo, and that's the widget. It's going to open, and what I need to do is I need to increase the size. I'm just going to drag these icons, and then now I refresh. I come to this website. This logo is now much bigger. So one thing that you need to understand is that on the footer now, there's a condition that the footer shows in the entire website. So if you go to the blog, the footer is going to appear. If you go to home page, the footer is going to appear. If you go to about us, the footer is going to appear as well. So with that said, I don't know what happened to this page that is saying crucial, but we're going to look at it. With that said, that's how you create the footer for your website. And if you have any questions for me, please do go ahead and ask in our community. Take a screenshot of what you have done, let us know, and then we're going to give you feedback. With that said, bye.